So let's get into this game. I'm so excited, y'all. Dustin, are you here? Dustin, are you still here? Would you be able to put Anna's Twitter into the chat for me, and or also her itch.io page? I'm sorry, I should have had this prepared, but I don't. But basically, this is a game for the recent game jam called WizJam. And this is by the beautiful, amazing, talented Anna Landin. And if you don't already follow her, what are you doing? Go do that right now. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Oh, that's Starving. That's Starving Ubriet is Lauren, who's also amazing, and you should go follow her, and I definitely want to try her game at some point. That game is about you're a wizard and you like lost your spell book and you just kind of have to like wing it, I think, like with like, so that one looks like a lot of fun too. This one is called, ooh, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. Is it a little bit loud for you guys? It's a little bit loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down a smidgen. Sorry about that. Just for my own personal, I need to be able to hear a little bit of both. So yeah, this is a game. Well, I will read it to you. But like I said, it's by the beautiful, amazing, wonderful Anna. Go find her, go follow her on Twitter, go find this game. I'm so excited. I haven't played it yet, so I am learning it and playing it live with you guys. We're gonna read through the rules together. We're gonna do this together. I'm very, 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 very excited. It seems like a wonderfully witchy game. So basically, Steading is a game of magic and belonging. To grow, all things need a foundation. There is a root for every tree, a spring for every river, a seed for every flower, and for every witch there is a steading. Today the time has come to settle into yours. So basically, oh, hi there. You need to finish your WizJam. Oh, Nicholas, let me know when you do. Let me know when you do. Thank you, Destin, for making that. Thank you for making that command. I super appreciate it. Heart your face. You're awesome. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Heart your face. We're just starting up this game. There's so many good games at WizJam. Yeah, check it out. Check out WizJam. So this is a single player game. So basically it's going to give us directions, and I totally want you guys in on this with me. Help me build this witch. Get in on this with me. We're a witch kind of coming into our power, I think is sort of the premise. We're coming into our place of magic, and we are going to do some rituals to make this magical place our own, I think. And I'm so excited because I haven't really played any one player RPGs before. I don't know if anyone else here has yet, but I have not, and I'm so excited. So basically, yeah, let's get into this. Let's read this. And oh, also Anna did all this beautiful art. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art. Look at this little plant and the magic bag and the magic crystal and the book. It's all so pretty. Hi Mula, how's it going? What's going on? Did you say witch rules? Oh my god, Kalia, I love you so much. I love you so, so much. So I got my tea here. I'm ready. I'm settling down. I'm ready for us to perform our witchuals. But now that you're hearing about them, they sound really cool. I know one-player RPGs are kind of like directed writing, and self-exploration, and just like fun role-playing and stuff like that. So yeah, Mula, this is a role-playing game. It's a one-player role-playing game. I was just admitting this is my first ever one-person role-playing game. So y'all are doing this here with me for the first time. This is a brand new game. It literally came out like yesterday, I believe. It is by our amazing friend Anna. Go follow her if you don't already. She is wonderful and amazing, and I'm so excited to play this game. So, Steading is not merely the home a witch makes for themselves. It is an anchor and a shelter, a place to put down roots, a place to grow, a place to truly tap into your magic and see it flourish. You are not the first witch to hold this Steading. It is an old place, a place that has been here, held by many witches before you. and they have left their mark upon it. Quiet witches weaving spells in secret, boisterous witches letting their magic ring out loud, witches of green and growing things, witches of starlight and dust. To take your place in this long line, you must form a bond with it so that your magic may flow through it and its magic through you. So, here we go. I'm excited. So, I think it tells you, yeah, so things you need to play this game, you will need something to write with. So that is, hey, thanks for that pounce. Hey Hans, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome on in, we're just starting. How are you doing today? Thanks for that pounce, I super appreciate it. I was literally just reading what we needed and pulling out my dice. I'm very excited. So to play this game, you'll need something to write with. So I have this Google Doc up for us. You need 2 6-sided dice. So I did just get these beautiful, lovely, these were a gift from my good friend Jason. I'm so excited. These are the unicorn poop dice. Gosh, guys, these actually look like magical unicorn poops, in case you haven't seen them yet. They're super cute. Look at these. Look at these. They're so... Oh, they're partly invisible because the green's green, so ignore that part. But other than that, they're wonderful, magical, beautiful dice. And so I'm going to need two d6s from this pile. Unicorn poop are amazing. Yeah. They're literal little rainbow poops. They're so cute. They're so cute. Don't know unicorns poop like wombats. It's in cubes. So, I mean, apparently unicorns poop in all shapes and sizes. I mean, look at all these wonderful poops. Look at these wonderful, amazing, magical poops. So excited. So we have 2 d6s. Oh, different colors so they're easy to tell apart. So no, we have to do another one. Hang on, I definitely have more. I have a ton of dice. Oh, you know what's really funny? I have these hand-painted dice from Anna. She hand-painted these beautiful these wooden star dice. So that's perfect. I'll use 1 unicorn poop dice and I'll use 1 hand-painted Anna dice, and it's very perfect. That's what we're doing. Pick 2 6-sided dice of different color. One of these dice is the witch die. This will represent you, the player, and your magic and influence. The other die is the Steading die. It represents the steading and the things in it, and the magic it holds. Every time you are prompted to roll both dice. If the witch die shows the higher result, the magic of your ritual is drawn out of the steading and into you, and you are changed as a result. Write about how you changed and what it feels like. If the steading die is the higher result, the magic of the ritual is drawn from you and into the steading, or its associated elements, and it or they are changed as a result. Write about how the steading is changed and what is different about it now. If the results are equal on both die, you have struck a balance, and both you and the steading take an aspect of each other. Write down what that is, what it is. So before you begin your ritual, what is your steading like when you arrive? Write down some details and make it as strange and peculiar as you would like. After all, it is a place where magic lives. Once you are done with that, write something down about what kind of witch you are. Expand as much or as little as you wish on these details, and remember, a witch can be of any gender. If you can't decide, roll 2 6-sided dice, 1 for each table, and pick the results below, and then modify as much as you wish. So obviously, with this game, you could just, take the prompts and do what you feel. You guys are so funny. Hi, 12-sided guy. Thank you for that pounce. I super appreciate it. I hope you're having a really good day. Welcome on in. We are about to start building our steading, and I'm very, very, very excited. Our witch and our steading, actually. And yeah, as I was saying, you could sort of, if you have an idea in your head, if you already have an idea of the witch you would like to be, then you could just do that. But I think it'll be fun since we're doing this together. Feel free to throw out ideas. Let's roll on this table together. Let's do as much rolling as possible, because I mean, one of the things we love as game players is rolling dice and chance and random stuff, right? Chaos ensues. It's fun. It's awesome. Let's do it, I think. So let's see. I'm going to say that the magical Anna dice is my darn gem. Must be loaded though. Wait. How you doing? Fun. Chaos. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna say that the star dice is our witch dice, and the poop dice is our steading dice. So let's see what our powers are. Your powers can be plants and greenery, weather witchery, stars and shadow, dreams and mystery, alchemy and potions, bones and ashes. So we are, let's see what kind of witch we are. At any point, the carnivorous plant could be integrated. It will be integrated. Yeah, do this. Come be a carnivorous plant witch, Sundew. I believe in you. You're a big fan of stars for obvious reasons. I like it. Let's see it. We got 6. We are a bones and ashes witch. I never would have gone with that as my first inclination. I'm already so interested. Okay, so type of witch, bones and ashes. Ooh, I'm excited. It's fun. How metal. Okay, so let's see what type of steading we're gonna do. Necromancy. I know, right? I like it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, like, that means, like, I feel like the most obvious steading now would be like a graveyard or a cemetery or something like that, but it's almost more fun for it to be very completely different. So let's see. So the steading can be a small cottage in the woods, a lonely lighthouse by the sea, a cozy burrow or cave behind a waterfall, a dark mysterious forest, an ancient ruin, a labyrinthine library. We are a cleric. You think? Is that what we are? Okay. Let's see. The mausoleum of your family. Delayed here. See, this is why I wanted to do this with you all, because I was like, I bet people will help build the most interesting witch, the most interesting story. So I know this is a one-player game, and I'm gonna be the one like writing stuff down, and I'll have the final say on stuff. I'm like RuPaul, I have the final say, but I want everyone's input. Okay, let's see. What is our setting? I rolled a 3. A cozy burrow or cave behind a waterfall. Ooh. Do you think this is a cozy burrow behind a cave or waterfall? Do you think it's the sort of thing that if anyone else walked in on it, if anyone else like walks behind this waterfall and into our burrow, it is then just bones and ashes? So it would just be like the creepy, like you go from being like, ah, magical like fairyland, and then it's like bones and ashes, witch. Boom. Cozy burrow. Do you want a burrow or a cave? Let's go with burrow. Behind a waterfall. And so like the bones of the disappeared. Yes, I love that. Mammoth Cave is large enough to hide in. Large enough to get lost and never seen. Yes. Yes, it's definitely, I definitely think that there are like local legends. Do you know what I mean? There's local legends about this cave that seems to go on forever, and like people that go into it are never seen again, and like many of the fallen off the waterfall. Ooh, I love that. Chris, I love that. That's so good. Oh, I'm writing this down. I'm gonna write this down. I love everything you guys have just local legend about waterfall. Whoops. Oh, why couldn't you have done that the first time? You are now getting to see how, like, not capable I am with I'm just gonna do this. 'Cause Control V, Control X, Control V. Haha, I win. Take that. Bones of those that have perished in the fall. In the falls, right? Somehow to make lie. Ooh. You can do with ash that isn't, ooh, that isn't magic. That's cool. Hi, Jason. How's it going? What's up, witches? Maybe the animals know you're kind to them despite being bones and ashes witch. Yeah, see, I like the idea that, like, you go bones and ashes, you automatically are like, oh, dark and evil, like, type stuff, but there's definitely like good stuff to be had there. I think there's some like fun stuff. Ashes used in primitive technologies to build bricks and roofs, among other things. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. They know you will take care of their loved ones. I love that. Oh, Caduceus vibes. Yes, 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 yes. Look, I'm an IT specialist and life can't be barely types some days. Bones of the Spelunkers. Yeah, I like, okay, so there's local legend about this waterfall. Our magical place is behind it. Yeah, necromancy doesn't have to be evil, right? It doesn't have to be evil. I like the idea of like we're bones and ashes witches, but there's definitely a like helping people to the other side of like death and stuff like that. I really like, you know, that sort of thing. But enchanted. Maybe you were bones and ashes because you hid behind the waterfall during a huge wildfire. Oh, that's fun. And the ashes of the old forest to rebuild. I love that. Let's free necromancer from their bad reputation. Exactly. Exactly. We will be a good necromancer. So let's I love that. Let's no, not you. Oh gosh. I'm so bad at formatting. Oh no. I'm fired. I'm fired from all the formatting. Y'all's. Whatever. What did we say? Oh, there. Good necromancy. Saved ashes and bones of those lost in the forest fire. Is that something we were saying? Necromancy. I love a good necromancer. Is a D&D characters with good necromancer in Storm Coast? Okay. You didn't kill them, but they died. Yeah. And so you helped them cross. Exactly. Help restless spirits cross over. Okay. Hollywood gave necromancy a bad rap. Yeah, like the death card in tarot, which isn't necessarily bad. Honestly, you're surprised you don't see more good necromancers. You can raise an army of dead and everything to the ability to read and write. Now you have 24-hour productive scribe shop. Bone deer and oh no, Chris, oh no, Chris, because you just said that bone deer with ash antlers, that's, oh my god, for a familiar, oh my god, oh no. I love it so much. Or I'm imagining a witch with like sort of like a partial, almost like why am I thinking Marowak? What's the little version of Cubone? With like almost like a deer skull mask and like antlers or something. Ash deer with bone antlers. Okay, but I just let's defo. Bone deer familiar. Someone needs to draw this because it's an awesome image. Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool one. Okay. So let's see. As much as this man. Okay. Should we move on to the next part? Should we move on? Is there anything else about our? Is there anything else about? Let's read what else is going on here. Let's see. Local legend about the waterfall. We have good okay, so we are a bones and ashes witch. We do good necromancy. We've saved the ashes and bones of those that were lost in forest fires. Save. Let's do it present tense. Save ashes and bones from those lost in forest fires. Help restless spirits cross over. They have like a bone deer familiar. Definitely have some sort of, okay, we have to have some sort of like antler. We have to have some sort of antler decoration, right? wears like skull slash antler, like a headdress. Is that the right word for it? Antler high collar. Why are you all giving me all this beautiful imagery? I love it so much. Powdered cuttlefish bone was used in scribery. That alone sounds really cool. Would use grind bones and to pass it off as ground cuttlefish bone. Okay, so this is our witch so far, and then our type of steading was a cozy burrow behind a waterfall. So there's local legends about this waterfall. The bones of those that have perished in the falls are collected and what's not like enshrined? Not enshrined. Our falls are like just saved. Entombed. They make a good heap. What else? Pyred? If there's a body left, there's probably yeah. If there's a corpse, we're definitely putting that thing in a pyre because of the ash. Exactly. If there's a remaining body, we definitely so like maybe would you wouldn't do that part behind the wall. We wouldn't cremate them behind respectful pyre rituals. We wouldn't do that behind the waterfall. I feel like. Ooh, a wishbone is a dowsing rod. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely have like, ooh, their wand is definitely made out of bones as well. Bone wand. That could totally be a euphemism. On a small rock island nearby. Oh, Dizzy, that's so good. Okay, so mixing what a few people said here. So Kalia and Dizzy and stuff like that. Bone wand, I know, right? Shh. Oh gosh, what were we saying? They perform, there's a respectful, yeah. Perform respectful pyre rituals on corpses. Well, you guys are getting to see how bad my typing and spelling are right now. I just type everything and then go back and correct later. Hey Morgan, how's it going? You came in. We are playing Steading, which our good friend Anna, I think if you put !Anna in the chat, you'll get her info. Check her out. Check out this game. Check out her Twitter. But she just made this game. And it's about like being a witch coming into power, finding your place of power. And we have decided that we are a bone and ash witch. We do good necromancy. We save ashes and bones from those lost in forest fires. We help restless spirits cross over. We have a bone deer familiar, which is probably one of my favorite things so far. We definitely wear like skull and antler headdress type thing. And then our steading is a cozy burrow behind a waterfall. So there's local legends about this waterfall, and the bones of those that have perished in the falls are collected and saved. We perform respectful pyre rituals on a nearby island. Is that what, Dizzy, you said? A small rock island. I love that. On small rock island nearby. And maybe we scatter the ashes or something like that. Don't feel bad about your typing. Thank you. I appreciate it. It sounds so cool. It's really cool. It's really cool. So that is us. That's our beginning. We've done, so this is the game in case you missed the beginning. This is Steading, a game of magic and belonging. Anna did all this beautiful layout, all this art. Sorry, I just burped. So we're gonna do our first ritual. Gosh, I have like hiccups and I have like from death comes life. Oh, what? That's so, Kalia, that's so beautiful. I'm writing that down because that's so good. From death comes life. That is so good. Just hiccups. No. So we're gonna do our first ritual. Let's see. Things that were. Many witches have dwelled here before you and left their marks on this place. A little bit of them is still here, lingering in the air and in the things they left behind. Perhaps in keepsakes, perhaps in something that they built, or perhaps simply in the paths they've worn into the ground. To honor those that came before you and to greet the Steading as you arrive, find some part of the Steading where the presence of someone who came before you can still be felt. Describe what it is and what about it is showing its age. Write down how you prepare your ritual as appropriate to your method of magic. Then roll your dice and describe the outcome. If you need prompts for this ritual, roll one of your dice or simply choose from the list below. Okay. What did I miss? Bone of the blade of the teals. Yeah, that's a good point. Bone blades are definitely a thing. We were talking about having a bone wand earlier, and I was like, that just sounds like a euphemism. That just sounds dirty. Perhaps a hooved bottom half. Ooh. I also like life needs things to live. Okay. Ceremonial blade. Oh, that's really cool. Antheme? Is that how you pronounce it? Antheme? That's really cool. That sounds really neat. I'm gonna move this a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we're doing our first ritual. And it is things that were Athame, I believe. Cool. Maybe a spine staff. I do like that. That's very cool. Like a whole big, like, staff. It'd have to be something like quite large, wouldn't it? It could also be a deer, I suppose. Or they could just, they have their entire bone deer familiar. So this is about what was in the space before us. We have to decide on a ritual of, ooh, a bear spine. That's pretty cool. Snake spine swirled around a stick. Ooh, that's really good too. That's a good one too. If you did have a bone one, you could say you've been boned and then cast a spell with it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I love it. Oh gosh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so to honor those that came before you and to greet the Steading as you arrive, find some part of the Steading where the presence of someone who came before you can still be felt. Okay, so we're in our cave behind the waterfall, and describe what it is and what about it shows its age. Write down how you prepare your ritual as, okay. So we have to sort of describe a place in our Steading. Describe what it is, how it shows its age, write down how you prepare your ritual as appropriate to your method of magic, and then roll your dice. And in case you don't remember, ask you later. Just as enemies better get ready for a good boning. Oh, bone one. The tibia of a previous bone witch. I do like that. I do really like the idea, because a big part of this is like literally saying like these, you're a witch, you're not the first witch. You're in a place of magic. You're not the first person to it. There have been witches before you. There will be witches after you. And I love that way of looking at stuff. I definitely like, taking something from your predecessor. That's definitely something really, really good. So first ritual things that are. So in each witch leaves a bone behind until a full... Ooh! Oh my god, Chris, what happens when a full skeleton is collected? Oh my god, does this this is like already a place of power, and then like when enough bone witches have contributed, is it like suddenly, like what happens? That would be amazing. Like that's so... Stalagmite altar, yes. Yes. Okay, I was thinking, since we are in this like sort of little nook behind the waterfall, I'm imagining that like literally you enter and it's like fairly open to begin with, and then it sort of like curves off again. I'm imagining there is sort of like a flow of water in it, a little bit, like a small one, maybe off to like one side. And I'm imagining that You go in, it's a little bit open, and then there are some like more narrow passages. Like if you go spelunking, you know how you sort of like go into a tighter narrow space and then it opens up again. So I'm definitely imagining we go in, like there's a bit of a narrow space, you have to crouch down a little bit, and then it opens back up, and that room like that it opens up into, that's sort of our special room where we do our magic. And I do definitely like the stalagmite altar. I'm back in time for, yes, are you ready for this, Dustin? You have to help us with this. So Dustin, what is there a terminology? Does anyone know if there's terminology for that when like a cave sort of like closes and then reopens, like a little, like just a secondary, maybe we could say a secondary cavern when a skeleton moves forward, it gets an HBO series. Oh, small critters crawling everywhere, dripping water, the smell of like, yes, there's definitely that wet smell, like that, like a mossy, moldy, but like naturally so. Okay, so so maybe entering into the burrow, there's like an entrance, an open entrance space. Entrance space. Follow the path back. To narrow passage. A narrow passage. That opens to our ceremony room. If someone has a better terminology for this, let me know. I'm writing this for now. The echo. This. Nope. The sound of water dripping is gonna echo off the walls. Ritual room? Okay. I like it. Sound of water dripping echoes off the walls. The room of hope. That's okay. That's one of those words that I've pretty much only ever read and never said. Is it sepulcher? Sepulcher? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Oh damn, I didn't even think of Tales from the Crypt thing. Skeleton needs to be stopped before revival. Oh no. Oh, an antechamber. Sepulcher. Thank you. Okay, so we're going with a stalagmite sepulcher in the center of the room, maybe? At the center of the room, the chamber of determination. I love this. No, you're fine. Don't apologize. Narrow opening that opens back into a large cave is apparently called a fissure cave or a keyhole. A keyhole? The opens. Let's try that. Forms a keyhole to our ritual room. Ooh, I love it. Yes. Tacos make you feel good? Who's having tacos right now? I'm jealous, Sharon. Not very attentive because I ate too much food and now I'm in a food coma. That's very fair. What if you can only reach the chamber by turning into ash and flowing into the room? Oh boy. Like ash and smoke. That would be, so it'd have to be very, a skeleton key was our magical friend all along. A sinkhole in the ceiling? Okay. So entering the burrow, there's an open entrance space. Follow the path back along the narrow passage that forms a keyhole to our ritual room. The sound of water dripping echoes off the walls. A stalagmite sepulcher stands at the center of the room. Place of power. What else were we saying? I actually had enchiladas. They were taco adjacent. That's fine. Smell of sulfur and wet moss fills your nostrils. I'm imagining that you can maybe see. Oh, maybe do bones hang down? Like, do we have bone decorations in the room? I'm imagining either we can see the shadows of previous witches that came before. Bone wind chimes. Yeah, something like that. What ritual components do we need? These are important questions. I think... What's scrimshaw? Candles. Okay. Maybe something like... Maybe something like candles on the ground light up the bone ornaments hanging from the ceiling, causing... No, that's too long a sentence. Causing shadows to dance on the wall. There's a kitty cat in here, and he has stuff to say. Giant rib cages support... Ooh. Whalebone carvings. How did we get whalebones? How did we get whalebones into this room? Tell me that. Oh my gosh. Oh, whalebone carvings, but like maybe we had Amazon. We ordered them from Amazon. Scrimshaw is scrollwork, engravings, and carvings done on bone or ivory. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we definitely have that. How would you, not just whalebone, but often done in whalebone due to the size of shell. Okay. River dolphins, magic. Ours is not to question where the bones came from. The Amazon. They were delivered along the Amazon by historical Amazon, who were Amazons that delivered packages along the Amazon. Oh, sorry, watch out, you can't post. You have to ask for a permit. You have to ask one of the mods for a permit to post links. Scrimshaw caribou helped the cross. Oh, I do like that. Thank you, Kalia, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Scrimshaw. Scrollwork, engravings, carving done in bone typically refers to artwork created by whalers. So what I'm wondering is just how we would use it in a sentence. Like I'm trying to figure out depicting a sailor. Scrimshaw is derived. Like something is a scrimshaw, a small collection of scrimshaw. A gift from Diana, Princess of Themyscira. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, a scrimshaw for each person you helped cross over. Yes. Oh, okay. Up. So would you say, okay, so instead of candles on the ground light up the bone ornaments hanging from the ceiling, causing shadows to dance on the wall, would you say light up the scrimshaw? It's a bit awkward. Scrimshaw is a scrimshaw. Something is a scrimshaw. A collection of scrimshaw. Why do I keep having hiccups? We are scrimshaw. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, stop asking me. Scrimshaw wallpaper. No, stop. Stop doing that. Don't tell me to hiccup. Okay, so hang on. So we've described our place. Describe what it is. What about it is showing its age. It works though. So last stream was just perfect on command. Now it's hiccups. That's how your bone would get rid of hiccups? Okay. Candles light up the collection of scrimshaw. Or you could just call scrimshaw bone carvings. Yeah. Oh! Okay, hang on. Just so that it's more easily understood, I think it's gonna go candles on the ground light up the carved bones hanging from the ceiling, cause their shadows to dance on the wall, and then we're going to call them and say scrimshaw. What did we say? Collected by all the witches who came before. Scrimshaw is the dear familiar's name. Oh my gosh, I love it. 12-sided guy, if you do anything, totally share it with us. If someone wants to put the Discord in the chat, that's a good place for posting any art or anything you do. You can also tweet it at us and we'll share it out. Scrimshaw collected by all the witches who came before. So that's what was there before. How do we prepare our ritual? How are we going to, okay, so we're making this space our own. So we have to get things together for our ritual. What's an appropriate method of magic? And roll the dice, and then we have to figure out what was more powerful, us or the space. I know, thank you so much for modding. Scrimshaw so does need to be. I know, okay. Bone dear familiar. Scrimshaw. That's their name. Yes, what are the components we're gathering? Components. So what do we need for this ritual? Okay, so what are we doing? So in this ritual, we're making this space our own. Are we collecting things to sort of thank the people who came before us? Are we doing our first ever pyre in preparation for what we're going to be doing? Maybe we sit down and carve our first scrimshaw ourselves. Maybe we haven't done that yet, or maybe we just haven't done that in this space. So maybe we go out into the nearby forest with our familiar and let them help us to find something that needs to cross, and we take them back with us through the waterfall, to our room. Offer one of our own bones! You monster! Oh my gosh! So that the magic speaking through you as you create a screenshot, it teaches you something. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Kalia. Like, we don't even know what we're going to carve. Little pinky toe tip bone. Oh gosh! Oh no! Oh no! Just literally that one little like pinky toe bone. Okay. So what if we need something of ourselves, something of something that's already passed, and then something that has yet to be, like a seed, pine tar, honey, eggs, death cap mushrooms, hair from a freshly dead person. I mean, that's metal as fuck. Yeah, no, I definitely think you're right. I think we have to sacrifice something of ourselves to earn this space. So I think you're absolutely right. A blood signature on the altar of the witches. Just okay. I think maybe after we've completed our ritual, we get up to the altar and we sign in blood. I do like that. Especially since we'll definitely have blood because we just caught off the tip of our pinky toe. Okay, so I think bones from something recently dead. How do I say that we were led to by our familiar? Shown to us by our familiar. Sacrifice of ourselves. In this case, our toe. Not our whole toe. Let's be clear. We're not getting rid of our whole toe. We're getting rid of like the tip of the pinky toe. Smallest toe bone? Could tear out a tooth. Ooh, that's a good point. We could do a tooth. What's worse, guys? What's worse? Oh, wisdom tooth. We're literally taking out a piece to ask for more wisdom. I do like that. Cutting off the tip of a finger is definitely reminding me of some Yakuza stuff. If you don't pay up, she'll be missing another toe. Oh gosh. Inner ear bone. Hair of something that's been turned to ash because it smells foul and pleasant. Y'all, that'd be so fucking painful. I think wisdom teeth is good though. Wisdom teeth for wisdom? What, Kate, Jake, honestly, a newt. Honestly, Jake, what if you had to either lose a tooth or lose part of your toe? Which do you think is worse? People live very regularly without their wisdom teeth. So I just feel like that's actually easier. So let's definitely do... So we're removing our wisdom tooth and asking for the wisdom of others to come to us. I'm gonna do this slightly differently. Boop. Yeah, probably. Plus you have magic, I guess. I can't imagine doing that yourself. Yeah. Taking out your wisdom tooth really counts. You don't think taking out your wisdom tooth really counts as a sacrifice? Ooh, maybe what if this is the ritual to gain you the dear familiar? What if Use paint, ashes, and the fur of the deer bones, and then it comes to the altar. It's only easier if it comes out of your gums. Otherwise, you gotta go digging for it. Ugh. Ugh. You just show remorse over something bad you've done and cry over the bones of previous witches, showing you're prepared to change who you are. Gosh, Nicholas, that's so good. I do like dominant hand to show loyalty. Blech. Gosh, stop making me cut off parts, guys. I like the idea of this is what shows us our familiar. What if we, like, as part of the ritual, like I said, where we're going out into the forest to find some bones to help across, is the first time we're doing that. We're giving part of ourselves. So we have part of the forest, we have part of ourselves, and then maybe part of, like, what, a previous witch or like something. But I like the idea that like we're sort of sensing, and like as we're going along with this ritual, as we're doing this ritual, maybe our familiar is starting to form, is starting to appear to us. So they're kind of like an ethereal, you know, I mean, we just see sort of like a shiny shimmering on the sort of outside the side of our, just outside the side of our vision, and as we start to like collect, like the thing we find is in fact a deer, and so that's maybe why we end up getting a deer familiar, is like we collect those parts, then we go back and then we give something of ourselves, and it starts to sort of like form. Bone ash witch, the whole thing is to sacrifice bits of yourself, but there's only so much of myself I can give. Can it just be like the epic Mulan scene where she cuts her hair and heads off to war? What if his water anthem is carved over by a previous witch and imbued with magic that helps you along your way, and as you age, you'll do something similar before you're passing? Yeah. Wisdom teeth are drawn out of your body during the... Oof! The wisdom teeth, just like as part of the ritual, like they just like come out. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. I feel like we need another thing. We're definitely, after the ritual is complete, there's definitely like scrolls or something. Like there's an already existing tome. There's an already existing tome on the altar. So we're signing the tome on the altar that's been there, like it's been there since before. Meow. He says meow. We're signing it in blood, in our blood. Signing. Is that that's how you spell tomes? This doesn't seem to know that tomes is a word. No pain, no steading. Thanks, guys. Ash and Bone Witch. Such a neat idea. Buttons and toggles will be going forever. Cutting bits of yourself seems like buys into the bad part of necromancy. That's true. That's true. I don't wanna, like, I don't like the idea of losing too much. I feel like this is the first time we're doing something, so I do agree there should be some sort of sacrifice of self, but I don't know if it's... Like, I think you're right, we could literally cut off our hair and start fresh. Less Vecna, more Raven Queen. We could have a tattoo. We could do a tattoo out of ash. We need something else. Wisdom Tooth was great though. Yeah, I think we're doing Wisdom Tooth. I don't want to do a whole hack and slash. Cut off our hair and start fresh. Like Britney Spears. It was good until you said that. Oh, man. I feel like we need one more thing. So we have the bones of something recently. So what's something of like... Okay, because I feel like we have... Bones are of the past. It's of something recently fallen. The wisdom teeth are a sacrifice from ourselves, and we're asking for those space, like the space within us to be replaced with wisdom for us to become more wise as we give these up. We need something to represent maybe the future or something like that. To animate your familiar, sacrifice the memories of your childhood. No! And those of the deers made of your childhood homes. Placenta from a new birth. Something from the waterfall. Yes. And the plants. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Who's made of your childhood hopes and dreams which you must leave behind and go forth to power. Oh boy. Yeah, I definitely think... Yeah, maybe a seedling of something that grows in the cave, watered by the water of the waterfall? Like a baby plant or something like that. Yeah, so definitely... And I definitely think as we do this, like literally we're going to... we have the bones of something recently fallen, that we were led to, and it was, in this case, it was our deer, so it's going to become our deer familiar. We do something, I don't know, some sort of ritual, some sort of magic. The teeth are removed magically. Our wisdom teeth come out, and they go maybe also onto the altar. We literally take a plant, like a small seedling or something, from the entrance to the cave, and water from the entrance to the like where the waterfall entrance is, and they definitely, it immediately sort of sprouts. Fungus spores could be a thing because it is a moist cave. I think we'll do a small plant. We'll do some sort of small plant, and even though it's inside and it's dark, it still grows as if it were light. Small seed from flower at the entrance of the cave, watered from the waterfall, and it definitely grows, and as it sort of grows, maybe the bones of our like deer familiars start to like lift up, and you know what I mean, it's sort of, they almost do it at the same time, like as the plant sort of like comes up and grows, the bones kind of lift up and sort of form into our familiar, and it sort of stands there for a second and looks at us, and then we sign these ancient tomes sitting on the stalagmite platform. We sign in our blood, and our deer familiar walks over to us and puts its head down, and I think we put our hand on the head of our new deer familiar. I think that's what's happening. I think that's what we're doing. I think that's how this is gonna work. Ooh, the altar itself is a tome. That's not bad. I like that. The plant weaves the bones together and burns away leaving ash and bone together. Sundew, I'm sorry. You're the first. I'm copying that. I'm literally copy pasting that. That's so good. That's so good. Let's, so I guess let's, so I guess what happens is what we'll write? I love that. That's so good. Or I'm not gonna copy paste it. I take that back. That'd be shitty. Okay. So what happens is we collect the bones of the creature to be our familiar. Back to the cave. And bones to find us together. So that's our wisdom teeth that are drawn out. This music got a little bit different than what I was expecting.
Full disclosure, I am a monster, a creature.
Sorry guys. Now should we roll a dice to see if this works? Yes. Hey Mike, how's it going? How are you doing? You came in the middle of our ritual. You came in the middle of our ritual. We are a Bone and Ash Witch. We are trying to make this Steading our new place of power. We are also calling forth our new Bone and Ash Deer Familiar. We've given up a part of ourselves for this ritual. Our wisdom teeth were drawn out from us. And we have... So what was it? It was the... As the seed sprouts from the water of the falls, it lifts and binds the bones. Hi, dear. The ritual is to summon me. Obviously, it worked. I know. I love these. How goes? Hi, Mike. You're actually the sacrifice. You've arrived just in time. Binds the bones and burns away. Binds the bones of the seed sprout, lifts and binds the bones. Bones and burns away. It burrs away. Burns away, I know. He's so loud. They're good boys. If you press exclamation point cats. I'm good though. How's everyone? How are you doing, Mike? I'm good. I'm excited to be playing this game. Also, if you put exclamation point Anna in chat, you can find the beautiful, wonderful maker of this game and her page for this. It lifts and binds the bones and burns away, leaving ashen bonds and revealing our new familiar. Gosh, I can't spell. To us. We sign the ancient stalagmite tome with our blood to accept this place and its boon. Yeesh. Okay, so now we roll. So how does this go again? Let's see. Pick two-sided dice of different color. So we decided this is the witch dice and this is the witch dice. This beautiful hand-painted by Anna, in fact, wooden dice. And this one, this is the unicorn poop, is the Steading. Will represent you and the player, magical influence, do. Every time you are prompted to roll both dice. If the witch dice shows a higher result, the magic of the ritual is drawn out of the Steading and into you, and you are changed as a result. Write how you are changed and what this feels like. If the Steading die is higher, the magic of the ritual is drawn from you and into the Steading or associated elements, and it or they are changed as a result. Write about how the Steading is changed and what is different. Okay. If the result is equal or both, you have struck a balance of both you and the Steading together are take on an aspect of each other. Okay, so ritual results. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, roll. Oh, that's true. This character totally needs bone dice. You're absolutely right. Okay, ready? Can we fail the ritual? I don't think you can fail the ritual, just different things happen. Okay, you ready? Oof. The witch die is higher. If the witch die shows a higher result, the magic of the ritual is drawn out of the Steading and into you. Oh boy! And you are changed as a result. Okay. So we perform this ritual, and the space, like, what, almost like lifts us up in like smoke and ash. I assume we're lifted up in smoke and ash. Our creature stands before us as we change, as the power of this space fills us. Ash, smoke as... your hair is colored. Oh, I love it. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Our hair becomes... Ashen. Like the magic we've been gifted. Our new familiar walks up to us and bows. Your bones are reinforced. We're Wolverine now? Is that what's happening? Cause the ritual transferred to you, yeah. Skin becomes white. Oof. Oof. This took a very dark turn and I love it. It's, we're trying, okay, so we got a bone and ash witch, but we decided we wanted to be like good necromancy, not bad. Like we definitely want to go for that. We save ashes and bones from those like those lost in forest fires. We help restless spirits cross over. We have a bone deer familiar named Scrimshaw. And now apparently we have ashen gray hair. Ghost is pale. I mean, skin, y'all said that, yes. So you take on the Snow White appearance, pale skin, black hair. Ooh. Your hands become skeletal? I don't know if I want to do that. We're definitely trying to stay, we're definitely trying to fight the negative ideals of necromancy. We're still gonna be alive and human. We're not like death incarnate, but I do like, smoky ashen hair and sort of paler skin, maybe. Scrimshaw is my spouse now. I'm sorry, but it's forest law. Pale grandma hands. No, I'm not taking your pale grandma hands. I'm sorry. I've agreed to most things, but I will not be accepting your hand. You always have the perfect smoky eye. Yeah, like a Disney princess, but a witch. Okay, so new familiar walks up and bows. We look down at our hands. Our skin has paled. We look down at our... Do we want to say paled hands and place one on the head of our familiar and thank them and this. Thank them and are steading for this gift. Is that the ritual complete? Did we kind of do it? Is that it? Is that what we did? Old man hands is only 33. Aw, grandma hands are spooky. I think that's pretty universal. Aww. I like to say that we have kind of cool struggle. Yeah, it is. So this is a one-person game, but I really thought it would be fun to like share this. This is my first time doing a one-person game, and so any of you can do this at any time. Like, go check them out. There's a bunch of really cool. So this one is by Anna Landin. It was done for WizJam. which is a game generating jam. And it's a one-person game, and it's really, really lovely so far. Our good friend Lauren, or what is it, Silent Ubriette? I can't remember her name exactly. I can't remember her tag. Her name is Lauren. Gel Nice Girl on Twitter. She has also done one about writing letters to, like, letters about things you can't say, and it's a one-person game in which the idea is you write out several things you want to say to someone, and then you have to roll to see if you manage to say them or not. So you can literally write out, like, I need to tell this person I love them, what they've meant to me, that secretly I, like, you know, I bought a ring to ask them to marry me, and that I was planning to, like, leave this war as soon as it was done. Like, someone I saw, like, did one like this, and then they rolled to see what they got to tell their love. They got to tell them nothing. It was so sad. It was amazing, but it was so sad. Like, he literally had to write to her, and everything had to be sort of, like, worded through, like, euphemisms, and they couldn't fully say what they wanted. They just would, you know, like, they just had to kind of hint at their meaning and stuff like that. It was amazing. It was really, really good. So there's other games like this out there. You should check them out. You should check out this one. Go support it. Check out some other cool ones. This is my first one player game, and I'm very excited. Okay, so hang on. We have to, if you need prompts, choose remnants, standing stone power. Okay, handcrafted, keep. No, I think we're good. I think we did our ritual and we're good. We could have had any of these. If you need prompts for the ritual, roll one of your dice and simply choose. Oh, I'm so silly. I meant to always roll for everything we were doing, but we made such good stuff up ourselves. Like those tragic Civil War letters. Yep, that's kind of what it was. He literally wrote it for a character he had played in an RPG that was a knight who loved another knight and couldn't be with them. And it was so sad, but so amazing. Yeah, this chat has this stuff handled. Yeah, I still want to roll. I think we'll roll for the next one. So we did that was our first ritual. I think it went really well, guys. So we now have this space. We are forever changed because of it. We have our new familiar, my dearest Clara. Oh no. Oh no. That already sounds, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay, so that was the first ritual, things that were. So now we're going to do the second ritual, things that are. Okay. Sorry, I keep like. Sorry, maybe if the music's too loud. It keeps like jumping up and down in volume because it's a mixed list. So there's a bunch of different stuff. So it sounds different to me than it does to you. So if at any time, let me know. Your legs are rough. For the record, I love having two monitors, a flying GPS panel, top of second screen, and you on the bottom. I'm on the bottom! Okay. Oh, I can't move this down, and you guys probably can't see it because my big fat head is in the way. Let me put some space on this page so y'all can see a little better. Okay, so the second ritual, things that are. Much like moths to the bright light, the things that dwell in the hidden corners of the world are drawn to the Steading. Some come only to visit. Don't have to move the mouse as far. What should I do? Easier to chat that way? Wait, oh, because you have all the things. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if like the music was too loud or anything. Much like moths to a bright light, the things that dwell in the hidden corners of the world are drawn to the Steading. Some come only to visit, while others take up residence. You are not the only one who makes their home here, and it is only polite to greet your neighbors. To reach out to the spirits and make yourself known to them, you must first prepare a gift. I feel like that's what we kind of already did. Describe what it is and describe what manner of spirit you are giving it to. What is this strange neighbor of yours like? Where in or around the Steading can they be found? What quirk or particular habit do they have? Does their magical nature match yours, or is it different? Oh no, we already did this! 2 hours 15 minutes till critical roll. Small critters crawling everywhere want flesh. Oh gosh, we're not going too dark with this. We're going on the good side of death. I feel like we already did a lot of this. Strange neighbor. Ooh, a plant witch. Ooh, I do like that. Okay. Your spirit neighbor will accept the gift, but it is up to you how this ritual is carried out. Once you've decided these things, roll your dice and describe the outcome. If you need prompts... Okay, let's roll and see what we get. Let's roll. I was thinking nervous, curious, dryad. Ooh, I do like that. We jumped ahead perfectly. We're very good at this. We did extra credit and ended up doing the assignment accidentally. Swamp Thing! Okay, I'm gonna roll and see what we got. Okay, because the types of spirits we could get, the suggestions are a small wood sprite, a moss-crowned stag. Damn, we're so good! We're so good, y'all! And even when it said, like, does their magic match yours? We literally came up with a stag who was a bone and ash stag, which matches us perfectly. Y'all, we are so good at this! I feel like a please subscription would be a gift. Oh no! You don't mean our pet scrimshaw, do you? Okay, sorry. A masked traveler with many faces, a soot, black, and beastly grim. A drifting shade, a large cat with many tails. Quick habit or trait. They speak in riddles. They are only seen at night. They smell like a particular flower. Their eyes are bright like starlight. They have no voice at all. They carry with them things to be buried. Wow, some of these matches really well. What did I miss? Yeah, I told you, chat has this down. Mouse-crowned stag, whose child is bones, and now dear familiar. Oh no! We're all incredible. No, I mean a carving. Okay. Not our pet. Good. Well, this still works, because our familiar is like our familiar. They're like our pet. This is a neighbor. This is an entirely separate neighbor person creature. The traveler. It does sound like the traveler, right? The moss-crowned stag is a familiar of a powerful plant witch. Oh, I like that. So we would have our bone and ash. We would have our bone and ash. I'm imagining a doe personally. Ooh, a hag. I like it. But I like the idea for the gift. Yeah, the moss-crowned stag recognizes a familiar of what it was, and it brings you to the witch. Familiar play date. Okay. Do we want to roll or do we want to... I want to roll. I want to see what we get. Let's see what we get. Let's do this. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, wait. What are we doing? Spirit, habit, or trait is what we're doing. And the bones and ash wish familiar and the moss-crowned familiar loved each other in life. Oh no! Why you do this? Oof. 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 We got a spooky one. We got a spooky one. You don't get to pick your neighbor's roll. Ah, that is such a good point. That is such a good point. A sea hag, because the river is close to the coast. I do like that. I do like that there's like water in this cavern. Earlier about the animals trusting you with their loved ones. Yeah. It's not bad. It's good. It's always good. Okay. So, type of spirit, we got a soot black and beastly grim. So we got a grim. A soot black and beastly grim. And we got they speak in riddles. That's not creepy at all. What is a grim? Isn't a grim? It's like Sirius Black. Exactly. It's a big spooky wolf dog. Like it's a big spooky shadow wolf dog is my understanding. It's a beastly dog. It's basically a large beastly. Okay, so it's a soot black and beastly grim. So like what happens here, like one day we like step out of our waterfall and there's this like big spooky black dog. Ooh, name. What do you want to name? What is the name? Like we aren't naming them. What is their name? They gave us their name. Although they speak in riddles. So did they give us their name or did they make us guess it? I'm not good enough with riddles. So we meet, this is our neighbor. And they speak to us in riddles. Spectre, that's not bad. Thank you, and now you are welcome to my brain house. I'm sorry, I'll take off my shoes first. You got yourself a mentor. He has lived there for generations. Yes! He comes every now and then and checks on the newest witch. Yes! Because we're definitely not going, like, we're not going bad on this. Like, just like a bone and ash, like, necromantic witch could be seen as very dark. A grim could be seen as very dark and sort of scary and evil. But this is actually, like, someone here to help us, even though they only speak in riddles, so it's not easy. Like, they don't make it easy. You know what I mean? They definitely help us, but they don't make it easy, I think. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Rebus. Perry. We guessed it wrong and we don't know. They don't teach you, they reveal wisdom for you to discover yourself. Exactly, exactly. They don't make it easy. They definitely challenge us. They definitely give us, like, prompts. Jim the Grim. Y'all are giving me these joke names and I want, like, come on. I do like Spectre. Spectre is a maybe. Rebus is a maybe. We're not going with Jim the Grim. Fenrir. Fenrir's not bad, because Fenrir is actually the name of a wolf god. Nameless. That's not bad. We failed the riddle, so we call him Jim. I feel like Jim is not gonna help us if we call him Jim. Warg. Warg sounds a little bit darker. I do like Fenrir, I do like Rebus, I do like Clifford. He's not a big red dog. He's not a big red dog. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so we are doing, I'm putting this in. We are doing the second ritual. Come on. We're doing the second ritual. Things that are, Wolfgang? Paul, I really liked Paul when I read it as letters and then I said it out loud and I was like, Paul, can't be Paul, because I think of P-A-U-L, Paul. I do like, there's something about Paul I like though. Mogrim, that's not, I do like Paul, but not exact, I don't like saying Paul. Grim of unusual size. Okay. I'm gonna write down, we got type of spirit. Soot, black, and beastly grim. Who only speaks to us in riddles, right? Kerr. I do like Kerr. That's why Paul's name is only whispered. Amarok. It's the name of a giant wolf spirit in Inuit mythology. I do like Amarok. Maybe Paul's ashamed of its name. Ashenhall? Ashahel? I kind of like that. Does the Grim foretell another forest fire? Maybe. I mean, I think that is the story of Grim in general, is they generally foretell of bad things that are to come, which is why, like, in Harry Potter, what was the name of the future seeing witch? She was all like, "Oh, Grim, you're gonna die," and they were like, it's fine. She tells someone they're gonna die every year. It's fine. Meh. Literally. Little Bow Wow. No. I think we might go with Amarok or Ashenhall. Trelawney, yes, thank you. Thank you. It's totally Trelawney. Thank you. Answering the real important questions here. What's the name of the teacher? What's the name of the teacher? White Fang. I missed that show. Aww. Speaks to us in riddles. Got my pollard knowledge down pat. Good. Good. Okay. I'm gonna go with Amarok. I do like that one. Though he has not told us his name, he has accepted us. Is it like that, Amarok? With a K. Not a C. Not a rock like the giant bird. Could be called North, just North. That's not bad. I do like that too. It's okay. We've got a name. We're moving on. Otherwise, we could stay on this forever. Black, beastly grim, who speaks to us in riddles, though he has not told us his name. He has accepted us calling him Amarok. So you reach out to the spirits, make yourself known to them. First, prepare a gift. Oh, what's the gift? What's the gift we gave him? I mean, should we be stereotypical and go with bones? I feel like no. What's something we could give? A houseplant. Food of some sort? Food of some sort generally works, doesn't it? I feel like food of some sort is like decent. It's something like we made. Marrow soup. Like literally we brought it out in a bowl. Ooh, okay, maybe we kept seeing him like he was always sort of like off in the distance. And then finally we left him out an offering of like bone soup. That's a really good one. I really like that. Some sort of like marrow or bone soup. And we came out and he came up and like ate it. And then he started to tolerate us and talk to us. A crown of dried flowers is not bad too. We saw... Hey, Scott! Oh, okay. There we go. Humans have bread bowls, why not bone bowls? I mean, I feel like we probably have a lot of stuff. We definitely have like, you know what I mean? We definitely have like knives. Like we definitely have a lot of utensils. We definitely have ritual bone knives. I could see us having bone bowls. Do you know what I mean? We definitely have a lot of, it's kind of our thing. Guano bowls. We definitely have like, we often saw him in the distance. I was thinking aloud in English. Saw him in the distance. Until he accepted our offering? Until we made him an offering? I don't know. I need more words. I need more words. I feel like my word selection is not good. We made and he accepted. Ooh. Yeah. Rombos all I can think of from Ace Ventura. Yeah, that's all I think of now. Sorry, I'm distracted by a cat. You're fine. You're fine, totally. Don't worry about it. I live in a cave, so it does make sense. A whole bone inheritance thing. Yeah. There's a YouTube channel called... Bone Witch could have a properly built place. Yeah. Ash and Mud. For sure. Ash and Mud makes good stuff. Okay, so that's who it is. That's the gift we made them. So describe what it is and describe, okay. To reach out to the spirits, you make yourself known to them, you must prepare a gift. So basically, we settled ourselves into this place, we did a ritual, it became our space. We combined with it, we got our familiar, and then we had been here a little while, I imagine, and then we reached out. We saw our neighbor, the Grim. We gave them a gift of food we had prepared. We basically shared, we made an offering, we shared our food with them. Like broke bread with them, quote unquote, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Think of, what if you treat the Grim with kindness and no revulsion, and in return he keeps you safe from the prejudiced villagers who hate necromancy? I do like that. Okay, so describe what it is, describe the manner of the spirit you are giving it to. What is the strange neighbor of yours like? Where in or around the Steading can they be found? What quirk, particular habit do they have? Does their magical nature match yours, or is it different? Okay, so we definitely said, what do we say? We often see them in the distance. So we made an offering food. We showed no fear. So he came to accept. He gave us protection and knowledge. Though the latter... How do you spell ladder? Is it L-A-T-E-R? Ladder never came easily. Why did I put two eyes in there? Riddles? L-A-T-T-E-R. Thank you. I was like, that's later. I was like, that definitely says later. Okay. And if I felt no pain, you called congenital. Never got to use it, but it's fun for fearlessness. That's interesting. Okay. Put two eyes in there. So it had depth perception. Oh gosh, sorry, that's so good. That's so good. Sorry, that got me. With riddles. He letting us learn the answers for ourselves. Okay, so we showed no fear, and so he came to accept us and our offering. He gave us protection and knowledge, though the latter never came easily. He challenged us with riddles, letting us learn the answers for ourselves. What's his current song? It is called Crush by Louis. So this playlist is specifically based off of Louis. Louis does just go look up Louis. He does album upon album upon album, all on themes. So literally has an entire album just called Dogs. And it's just like all these cute little dog sounds. He has like an album for like summer songs and winter songs, and like he has songs for going on trips and vacations and going on adventures and stuff like that. Louis. Yep. Riddles is a good boy. We couldn't guess his name, and so we call him Riddles. Tom Riddles. What if he is someone who knows the future, and of course he would speak in riddles? That makes sense. I can see that, because he can't tell us too much. But at the same time, I feel like he can't tell us too much, because Grims are supposed to sort of like, Paul Riddles, stop it, you guys. Like he can't let us know too much, but we've shown to be trustworthy, and we mostly just snort riddles. Y'all are the worst. I love all of you, but you're also all the worst. What quirk or particular habit do they have? Does their magical nature match ours? I mean, I think there's a lot of similarities in that they're also sort of like dark and feared, but damn it, Wolfgang Riddles Paul. Oh my god. Riddick the Riddler. Y'all are terrible! Y'all are the best worst. Hey Tyler, how's it going? How you doing? We are playing a one-person RPG right now, but we're playing it as a group, basically. It's a game that my friend Anna made. If you put !Anna into the chat, you can see all her info and find it for yourself. So it's called Steading, a game of magic and belonging, and it is a one-person RPG. We are a witch. We have just come into our place of power. We've already performed the first ritual, and we gained the power of this, our magical space, as well as our awesome ass bone ash deer familiar. We are now on to the second ritual, which is about things already sort of in this space and around us. And so we have, as such, we have met... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you can just like check her out. She's really cool and she makes like cool stuff. And you can hang out and play with us. If you have any ideas, throw them out there. We are all just kind of sharing and building the story together. We are, in fact, a bone and ash witch, and we live in a cozy burrow behind a waterfall. So we have this new friend, a soot black and beastly Grim, who only speaks to us in riddles. We saw him for a long time, but it wasn't until we made him an offering of our food. We gave him marrow soup prepared for us. Well, a boggart. He's not a boggart. I like the image of both you being an outcast. Exactly, I like that too. Do your nature or magics, but in reality we're good. Exactly, we're good boys, and we just want companionship. Exactly. So, we showed no fear, and so he came to accept us and our offerings. He gave us protection and knowledge, though the latter never came easily, because everything he tells us in riddles. But I thought I'd say hi. No worries. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, no worries. Have a good night, Tyler. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Super appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. So he gave us the riddles, never the answers, and so we had to find them out ourselves. Let's see, and what we were saying, we connected over being outcasts? Is that what we were thinking? Because it does ask, it's like, does their magical nature match yours? Or is it different? It's definitely similar. We definitely... we bonded over... Okay, back. Okay, bye! See you later, Scott. Question is, who opened up first, you or him? Them? I think he's a him, I think we're a them. In fact, I've been using plurals for us. I like our pronouns being a little more open. I think we say us, we, our, because we're kind of building this as a group, so I'm imagining it... Oops, sorry, I smacked the mic. I'm imagining it sort of that way. The Grim, in this case... And like I said, I think our familiar was a doe. Maybe? And I think maybe the Grim is going by he, him pronouns. I think that's just what we're doing. He is Wilson. You would bond over the feds. No! Okay. Let's see. He showed no fear, and so he came to accept us in our offering and challenge us to learn. We bonded over our... not shared misunderstanding. We were both misunderstood. We're both... how am I looking to say this? How are we looking to say this? We're both outcasts, right? The familiar in a place of power, and thus the power that flowed into you being a home of previous which the character is a we. Exactly! Exactly. There's so much already here, and I think in accepting all that was before and all that's going to be, it's definitely a shared sort of feeling, and so it's a we and an our. You know what I mean? If that makes sense? You speak in relation to your ancestors. Exactly. Thank you. It's shared shared commonality. Oh, okay, we bonded over our shared commonality as outcasts? Or you were saying that for the me saying that we're an us. Yes. As outcasts. Misunderstood despite all the good we endeavored to do. Boop. Bonded over our shared commonality as outcasts, misunderstood despite all the good we endeavored to do. Thank you, Chris. Shared commonality as outcasts is a good way of putting it. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Was there anything else? Is there anything else we were thinking of that? Split the neighbor. Your spirit neighbor will accept your gift, but it is up to you how this ritual is carried out. Okay. How does he smell, sound, look? Oh! Woof! Oh, I just threw a die. I just threw it. Okay, no. I mean, maybe instead of smell, I don't think he smells like a dog. I don't think he smells like, he looks like a dog. No, he's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna smell like wet dog. I think despite looking like a dog, maybe he smells like shadow. Is that too weird? Because I'm imagining him sort of as like lavender. I imagine the scent being sulfur and ozone. Oh, I do kind of like that. Smells like air before rain and wet earth. Yeah. Smells like rich cedar. The sea after rain? Smells like popcorn but burnt. He's not bubblegum. Not bubblegum. Weird friends. Okay. Let's see. Despite taking the form of a dog, he smelled not hair, fur, but ozone in the air before a rain. Ooh, raspy voice, yeah. Burnt electrical smell. That's interesting. Hi, Lynette, how are you doing? We're finishing up our second ritual in our steading. How are you doing today? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. Let's see. I do like the raspy voice. Oh, ozone is burnt electrical smell. Oh, scars. Scars. Does he have a solid form? Or is he kind of shapeshifty? What did it describe him as? Soot black and beastly. Soot black and beastly. So I just mean, I think maybe his shape stays the same, but maybe his size changes? Jet laggy and eating a burger. Oh, you're over at ECCC. Please have a good, beautiful, wonderful time. Take care of yourself. Have lots of fun. I imagine a wisp. I like the idea of spectral too, and wispy shadow. I agree. Ooh, a partial ear. Interesting. The couch is too comfy. Not sure Critical Live watch is con's gonna happen. An emotionless toned voice, like Elcor from Mass Effect. The future has no determined tone, is toneless. He spoke to us in a deep. Raspy or echoing? I'm gonna go with two comfy couches nemesis, but best kind of nemesis, yeah. If feel like a solid form wrapped in shadow. Yeah. Gravelly? Yeah, he spoke to us in a deep, gravelly voice that lacked tone. Even when speaking, I hit caps. Speaking of events, when speaking of events, so despite taking the form of a dog, he smelled not of fur but ozone in the air before a rain. He spoke to us in a deep, gravelly voice that lacked tone. Even when speaking of important events to come, his voice carried no emotion. Does that make sense? I don't think he has clothes. I don't think he needs clothes. Perhaps it's like a displacer beast and the effect is where it is exactly is never sure. No loincloth. I saw Brandy today, but so far you haven't encountered many critters. I'm sure you'll see them to come. It's only Thursday. I'm sure most of them will be there like Saturday, right? I feel like a solid form. Yeah, I do like the idea of a solid form wrapped in shadow. If not for the scars and a missing ear, one would assume him made not of matter, assume him made not of solid matter, but just of smoke and shadow. Does that make sense? Even when speaking of important events to come, his voice carried no emotion. If not for the scars and missing ear, don't need and missing ear, one would assume him made not of solid matter, but only of smoke and shadow. Does that make sense? Most animals Donald Duck it. Mainly to drop the monocle and shot. Yeah, the problem is you want a spot and no one else Stevenson signing at the same time as Saturday. Oh. Well, the Noelle Stevenson signing is going to be so good for you, and I'm sure you can meet up with people either just before or just after. Right? What color is our good boy? I think he's like black. It describes him literally as soot black and beastly. Right? So I do think he's kind of, I think he has sort of like an air about him that's kind of like wispy, smoky, translucent-ish. I think he does have a solid form at his core that is like it's not, maybe it's not black, but rather the absence of color. Like maybe looking at him, you don't see a color, but rather an absence of it. I don't know. Are they graying with age? You might still be able to go, but just like, exactly. Void. Yeah. Looking to black empty space. Yeah, I think so. Gosh, I don't like this wording at all. That's not what I want. I I don't like this at all. Looking at this core. Nope. Nope. That's garbage. I'm deleting that whole thing. Goodbye. Nope. Oh. Yeah, I'm totally imagining no teeth, no claws, just that you can see just eyes. No mouth when it speaks, just eyes. His voice sounds like a bad telephone line, static and hisses. I was wondering that. We went with gravelly, but I do like... Ooh, maybe his voice... Hang on. He spoke to us in a deep voice. Let's do a deep voice. That... crackled? That... crackled and hissed? Devoid of... like interference. Ooh, I do like that. Oh, have a safe trip home, Dustin. You'll probably be able to do some of the end of it with us. Spoke. Did I write void? Deep voice. Void of tone. Even when speaking of important events, his voice carried no emotion. If not, scars and missing air would assume not made of solid matter, but only smoke and shadow. Posted some links of pictures. What did you post? Oh, cool! Yeah! See, that looks super spooky. That looks super spooky. That black grim dog with the like shining eyes. That looks super spooky. But our boy's a good boy. He's a good boy. Does that make sense? He was dark as a starless sky. If not for the scars and missing ear, one would assume him made not of solid matter, but only smoke and shadow. I put the color first, and then that way made the shadow and smoke an accentuation of his outside, right? I think that allows us to do both. Okay. Let's... Okay, so that's how he matches us. He's gonna accept our gift, but it's up to you how this ritual is carried out. Okay. So, upon arm, decide how things... Okay, so we're rolling on this. If you need promise to roll... Wait, do we have to roll for this one? Roll your dice and describe the outcome. Oh, we don't have to roll for this one, because it just happens. Like, whereas with the last one, it said, write down how you prepare the ritual as appropriate to your method of magic, then roll your dice and describe the outcome. This one doesn't have, we don't have to roll for this one. Your spirit neighbor will accept your gift, but it's up to you how this ritual is carried out once you've decided these things. Oh no, roll your dice and describe the outcome. Okay, there it is. My bad. He's a spooky looking good boy, 100%. We're also pretty spooky looking. We're a spooky witch. But we're also very good. We're very good. We do the good necromancy. Okay, so we're rolling here, so I guess... But how does that work for this? Because the other one was, if the witch die shows higher, the magic of the ritual is drawn out of the steading and into you. So I guess he's part of the space is the idea. If the steading die is higher than... Okay, so either part of him becomes part of us becomes part of him, or we're equal, basically. That's what it is. We do necromancy. Kalia, I love you. Okay, ready? Oh, got a 2 and a 1. Okay, so the witch die is higher. So after we gave him soup, we kind of bonded with him. He's gonna give us something, like something from this ritual. We take something into us. The witch die shows higher. The magic of the ritual is drawn out of the steading and into you, and you are changed as a result. How are we changed from our friend? What did our friend? I mean, I think maybe our friend gave us. I think maybe from our friend we got. I mean, A, we got a companion. B, he's probably gonna tell us like riddles of the future. Gaseous form? You think we got gaseous form? That's interesting. You have a moment. Yeah, I think that's it. Sundew, I think it's that we get glimpses of future sight. He gave us a bit of knowledge and understanding of that. So. Oh, when we were ready, he gave us the gift of his sight, but not more than we could bear, right? Because we're not getting too much. We're not getting like crazy strong like psychic powers. He's just giving us not that much, not more than we. So when we were ready, he gave us the gift of his sight, but not more than we could bear. It was damn good soup. Is it bear? Spelled like that? Oh, because bear, this is naked. Not more than we could naked. Listen, it's fine to be naked. He's naked. We're out in the forest. Maybe we're naked too. It's fine. It's natural. Always in the motion of the future. If you go save them, you could. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's Yoda. You're totally... It's coming from you. It has to be. Star Wars. I love you. Okay. So, are we ready? Let's go on to the last ritual. Guys, this game is so good. I really like it. I really have liked this so far. I cannot recommend this enough. Okay. Like, just look at the beautiful art she drew. Look at this. Look at this, the little guy right here. So this is the last bit. Third ritual, things that will be. Others may have dwelled here before you, and you may be sharing your space with your spirit neighbors and guests, but it is your steading now. This will be your home for years to come, and it is only right that you leave some sign of your presence within it. To mark the beginning of your days here, make a permanent symbol of yourself and place it somewhere within the steading. This can be an object, a mark, or any other kind of addition to the steading itself. Describe what symbol you intend to make, and then roll your dice and describe the outcome. If you need prompts for this ritual, roll one of the dice, or simply choose one from the list below. So we could do with a small silver icon of a bird, a fragrant herb garden, your favorite spell sealed into a glass jar, a flower-shaped symbol carved into a stone, your name spelled out in runes, a collection of beads. Once you finish these rituals and properly made yourself at home in the steading, the game ends. Okay, what do we want to do here? I'm buying this tomorrow. It's so good. It's so good. I got it today. Definitely gonna need to play it. It's so good. I really love it. I love it so much. I cannot recommend this enough. Everyone should check it out. It is like we did this already with the bone carving. I know, we're so ahead of the game. We're so good at this. The blood signature in rune form. That's true. I think you would leave hieroglyphs of a bone deer. If it's Meg from Twitter, it'd be beads. Okay. So, I mean, we could do a number of things, honestly. Okay, let's do the third ritual. Things that will be all the things. I mean, we did do a lot. We have things that all. I mean, we have our deer, our bone deer familiar. We could get him to, like, when we die or pass, whatever, we could get him to take something of ourselves and put it in our space. We could become part of the space. We could gift our bones to the space. We could Carve bones. We could... What else? Permanent rainbow shimmering in the water of the waterfall. That's such a nice gift. Our familiar is a doe. You're right. My bad. Does can have antlers. Depending on... Yeah, there's different... Does can have antlers, too. The symbol could be the deer skull. Like the name in the ruins of the ritual chamber. Just adding to the number of witches in there. Rainbow gets my vote. I do really like the rainbow. What's cool about leaving the rainbow is like we're gifting that to anyone that walks outside of our space forever. We are fighting that misunderstanding we've talked about several times, you know, of us and our Grimm, that we're so like dark and evil. No, it's like freaking beautiful. It's a rainbow. I think it's really, it's a welcome sign. Yeah. I just saw this on Tumblr. Please remember to leave our cookies and daggers out for Brutus tonight. Could leave the spell of your familiar. Yeah. I think we'll definitely, I think we live a long life. I do think we live a long life, and I do like the idea of like when we pass, us and our, I think like our familiar, I think when we pass, when we're ready to go, we kind of like, you know, settle down and we like pat our familiar's head, and we kind of return to bone and ash, and I think our familiar, you know, I don't know, somehow magically lifts us up and puts what remains of us into our steading, into our space, and then she leaves too. Like she goes, but the gift we gave, that's of us. That is literally us. We become part of the space. But I think before we go, we do make that rainbow in the waterfall. So like the waterfall outside of our steading will always have that rainbow. Do we help those who jump off the falls find peace in the afterlife? Oh no, yeah, I do like the idea that like we show them the rainbow is like a push to remember the good, if anything. I think it's a encouragement. I think it's encouraging. I think it's welcoming. I think if someone is, you know, up there thinking of doing something bad, they sort of see the rainbow and they come down maybe to investigate it, and then they find our space, and you know, they find, yeah, I think they find what we've left behind, and they do see the good in passing and the care, but also that it's going to happen eventually anyways, so why not, you know, look at the rainbow, look at the good stuff for now while they can. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's kind of solace and hope. Yeah, the future isn't always futile. There's good things to be found. Exactly. I think that's what we leave behind in the space. I like that, guys. Good job. Okay, so the things that will be. So others may have dwelt here before you, and you may be sharing your space with the other spirits, neighbors, and guests, but it is your steading now. This will be your home for years to come, and it's only right that you leave some sign. So we work to the rainbow is a bridge, and this too shall pass. Yeah. So, to make the beginning of the days here, make a permanent symbol of yourself and place it somewhere within the steading. So, the early days describe the outcome. We build, okay. We build, is it, you build a rainbow? How are we gonna do this? We cast a rainbow, our future sight helps us see them in their moment of need. Oh, that's so good. You're already here when they arrive. Yeah. Exactly, yes, we are going to enchant. We enchant waterfall outside of our steading to show a rainbow. To reveal a rainbow to anyone in need. Reveal a rainbow to those in... We made rainbow dark. If ever someone comes to the forest or is in great despair, Parents' family rainbow is grayscale from below and full color from above, or did her family cast this out as well? I don't think we have that part of the story right now. So we enchant the waterfall outside of our steading to reveal a rainbow to those in need. If ever someone comes to the forest or waterfall in great despair, they will see this symbol we have left behind and find the entrance to all we have built, and know that death is natural and beautiful, but that there is no need to go to it too early. Does that kind of make sense? I think that's something our witch would do. What's the rush? Enjoy the rainbow. I love you. I love you, Kalia. So to mark the beginning of your days, you make a permanent symbol of yourself and place it somewhere within the steading. This can be an object, a mark, or any other kind of addition to the steading itself. Describe the symbol you intend to make and then roll your dice. Okay, are we rolling? Can I get a permanent? Or we can circle it? Come for hugs? Come here for hugs. Come. Big hugs. Okay. Big ol' hugs. Okay, so the witch. So far the witch is like every time. Okay, so let's see what we're doing. Oh, it's the first time the steading. Okay, this is the first time the steading number was higher. Hang on. If the steading die is a higher result, the magic of the ritual is drawn from you. Oh, I kind of love that for this. Oh no, I kind of love that. Oh, and into the steading or its associated elements, and it or they are has changed as a result. Right about this, how the steading has changed. Okay, so we go to leave. That's so nice. We go to leave this message, this really important message. And whereas every other time we've done one of these important rituals to our space, we've had power come to us. This time we give a part of ourselves to the Steading. We give a part of ourselves to the waterfall and to this message and to the rainbow that we leave behind for all that come after. We leave the same way we came in. Oh no, I love that. Oh. Oh no, I love it. Okay, so go too early. We came in with a sacrifice and we leave with a sacrifice. Yeah, so we leave behind this important message and part of ourselves. We give it freely and happily to the Steading and all those that, and all of those to come, and all, yeah, and all those to come. Does that make sense? We leave behind this important message and part of ourselves. We give it freely and happily to the Steading and to all those to come. This message of hope is here forever now for those who may need it. What do we give those in need as a gift? I mean, this. I think this message is the important part. A stone, a bone, a flower, deer poop. Yeah, I think we. Like deer food because ash to ash, dust to dust. I don't know if there was any physical gift to this. I think what we made was kind of the gift. And I think we sort of built over time. Your day familiar takes the form of a fawn in their eyes. Oh, and are led away knowing hope. Oh no. Oh. Like the idea of giving advice and handing over some poop. Okay, let's read what the end of the game says. This is a game about magic and making your home in it. When you play it, don't strive for what is reasonable or logical. Lean into whimsy and wonder, mystery and magic, and be as self-indulgent as you want. This is just between you and your imagination. No one else is watching. Y'all aren't watching this right now. This is just me. Whoops. Well, I messed that part up. This is just between you and your imagination. No one else is watching. This is between all of us. This was a shared thing. We shared this all together. What would be interesting if one of these visitors became the next witch? I totally, Kalia, I 100% imagine that someone that benefits from the gift we left behind becomes the next keeper of this Steading. We're figments of your imagination. You have the power from an old witch, and no, we said there's no negative part to this idea. Okay. Yeah, I like the same thing, Kalia. I do. I like our story altogether. I think it was really good. I like what we did. Okay, so this game is about magic and making your home in it. When you play it, don't strive for what is reasonable or logical. Lean into whimsy and wonder, mystery and magic. Be as self-indulgent as you want. This is just between you and your imagination. No one else is watching. My own touchstones while writing this game were the witches of Terry Pratchett's Discworld, movies like Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, and Kiki's Delivery Service, and the folklore and fairy tales I grew up with. Many of the suggestions in the rollable tables reflect this, though I have tried to broaden the field a bit, and your witch and Steading may draw on entirely different things. Don't feel you need to follow the same aesthetic inspirations. I hope you enjoyed this game and may the roots of your magic grow strong. Anna Landin. Oh my god! Anna Landin. Just like the bone and ash deer familiar remaining and being a symbol. I do like that too. I do. They show. I like that as well. We don't need to keep our indulgence secret. Really openly indulge here. I know, right? Everyone give Anna a round of applause. That was so good. Thank you, Anna, so much. What a beautifully lovely game. I enjoyed this so much. Thank you all for playing through this first ever playthrough. I think this is probably the first the first streamed playthrough of this game, as it literally came out yesterday. So we got to share this together and that was amazing. Thank you all for being here so much. It was absolutely lovely. The future witch sees the familiar for what it is and is not repulsed or oh, I love that. Anyone that needs help, you know, and just to be like helped and saved and stuff like that, they see the familiar as like a small fawn, and it helps them and guides them and leads them. But the next witch that will fit into this setting is the one that sees the familiar as it is. That's so good. People who need help see the fawn, but the next witch see its true form. That's amazing. I absolutely love that, Sundu. That's so good. So guys, this is something we wrote together. We all wrote this. That was really, really good. Friends! Hi, Kate! You've arrived right at the end. Kate, do you want to hear about our witch and our Steading? Kate, this game is so good. This game is so good. We just finished it. So this is the game, Steading, A Game of Magic and Belonging by Anna Landin. And I'll just read you the beginning. To grow, all things need a foundation. There is a root for every tree, a spring for every river, a seed for every flower, and for every witch there is a Steading. Today, the time has come to settle into yours. So we did a mix of rolling and talking and making it up. And we ended up being, you took a screenshot of the users in chat right now? Oh, okay. Y'all wrote this together. We all wrote this together. And our friend secretly named Paul. Hey, Becca. I don't know this game. It's brand new. It literally just came out yesterday. It's, right now there's a game making sort of jam called WizJam. Hi, Becca. Hi, Kate. How are your faces? I'm just explaining this game. We just finished it. We actually just finished it. We've been playing it for 2.5 hours. So this game is called Steading. It's a game of magic and belonging in which you're sort of a witch and you do these rituals to sort of become part of this space. There is a ritual of things that were, a ritual of things that are, and a ritual of things that will be. So we worked together on this. We did a mix of rolling for it and making things up. We ended up being a bone and ash witch, but we decided we would only do good necromancy. We save ashes and bones from those that were lost in forest fires. We help restless spirits cross over. We have a bone deer familiar named Scrimshaw. We wear like a skull or antler sort of headdress sometimes. Our type of Steading was a cozy burrow behind a waterfall. So we decided you should totally check this out. If you put !Anna in the chat, Dustin made a command for her so you can find her stuff. It's so good. So there's a local legend about our waterfall and all that it entails. So people come over to sort of see it, but I love One Witch. I know, they're so good. There's the bones of those that have perished in the falls are collected and saved here. We perform respectful pyre rituals on a small rock island nearby, and we decided that from death comes life. So our first ritual of things that were, upon entering the burrow, there's an open entrance space following the path back to narrow passages that forms a keyhole into our ritual room. The sound of water dripping echoes off the walls. A stalagmite sepulcher stands at the center of the room, and it's our place of power. The smell of sulfur and wet moss fills your nose. There's candles on the ground that light up the carved bones hanging from the ceiling, causing shadows to dance on the walls. Scrimshaw collected by all the witches who came before. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, anyways, it was really fun. It was really good. I'm gonna read this through one time anyway, because we're all done. The components of our ritual were bones of something recently dead shown to us by our familiar. Our wisdom teeth were the sacrifice we made. A small seed of a flower at the entrance of the cave, watered with the water from the waterfall. And we decided to sign tomes of the altar in blood. So we collect the bones of the creature to be our familiar. We take them back to the cave in our ritual room. We gave up our own bones, which in this case were our wisdom teeth, and the seed sprouted from the water of the falls, and it lifted and bound the bones together and burned away, leaving the ashen bonds and revealing our new familiar to us. We signed the ancient stalagmite tome with our blood and accept this place. The creature being a deer. Yes. We are lifted up in ashen smoke as the power of this place enters us. Our hair becomes ashen like the magic that we've been gifted. Our new familiar walks up to us and bows. We look down at our now paled hands and place one on the head of our familiar. Why did I say? And our familiar and are studying for this gift. I was clearly trying to say something there and I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna skip ahead. The second ritual of things that are was to meet a creature of power, sort of like a magical neighbor in the area, and we rolled and we got a soot black beastly grim who only speaks to us in riddles. Though he has not told us his name, he has accepted us calling him Amarok. We often saw him in the distance until we made him an offering of food, a marrow soup that we prepared from the gifts of the forest. We showed no fear, and so he came to accept us in our offering. He gave us protection and knowledge, though the latter never came easily. He challenged us with riddles, letting us learn the answers for ourselves. We bonded over our shared commonality as outcasts, misunderstood despite all the good we endeavored to do. Despite taking the form of a dog, he smelled not of fur but ozone and the air before a rain. He spoke to us in a deep voice that crackled and hissed, devoid of tone. Even when speaking of important events to come, his voice carried no emotion. He was dark as a starless sky. If not for the scars and missing ear, one would assume him not made of solid matter but only smoke and shadow. Paul, you guys. When we are ready, he gave us the gift of his sight, but not more than we can bear. So he gave us a bit of future sight. Your Wi-Fi keeps picking up random Wi-Fi turned off. Oh, I'm sorry, Jim the Grim. It's not Jim the Grim. And the third ritual of things that will be, we enchanted the waterfall outside of our steading to reveal a rainbow to those in need. If ever someone comes to the forest or waterfall in great despair, they will see this symbol we have left behind and find the entrance and all that we have built, and know that death is natural and beautiful, but that there is no need to go to it too early. We leave behind this important message and part of ourselves. We gift it freely and happily to those, to the steading and all those who come. The message of hope is here forever now, for those who may need it. That was the whole game. So that's what we did. I really like our story. Hey, big man. There's a big fuzzy boy. There's a big fuzz boy. Oh, guys, that was so good. I'm not sure what we're gonna do now. So it's an hour till critical role. Still, I like the end. The end made me happy. I think the whole thing is like, it's a nice... I feel like our witch had a whole good thing to them. And I like that we went, like, it definitely started with just, like, bullet point form notes, and we started to, like, write. You know what I mean? We started to actually... We could do a little bit Jackbox. Do you want to do Jackbox? Our witch never had a name. Do you want... Should we have a name for them? What do y'all think? Oh, meow. Really? Is that what you think? Tell me more. Tell me all about it, buddy. What's up? He has opinions. That's the perfect name. Meow. Really? Come here. What's up? Come here. You wanna come here? No, he just wants to shout about things. He just wants to shout. I miss my furballs. Oh, Dustin, we just reread it. We just reread it all. We literally just did a whole thing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff. There was a lot of good stuff. Kitty cats. Kitty cats. Meow, meow, meow. Your mom called. No worries. Okay. So, y'all want to do some Jackbox? Is that what everyone's decided? We'll play some games together for the next hour? Moms are important. Moms are very important. The universe was against me today. It's okay. I think it ended up really nicely, though. I really like how our story ended. It was really good. I really loved it. So yeah, that's Steading, and y'all should check it out.